The rate of white people committing crimes is rising. It's an epidemic of white crime. White people are just awful. My name is Sirius, and I'm trying to bring stories that you might need to hear. These white people are out of control. God, I just hate white people. All the crimes and the racism and the hate. What can we do about it? Well, the reason I'm mentioning this is because I want to help solve the problem. This horrible white guy stabbed a family of 4, including 2 toddlers. They're all deceased. An entire family that will not go on. No children, no grandkids. The entire family tree has been chopped down. This is the absolute worst. Let's take a look at this heinous criminal, this racist white man who did all these crimes. Wait, what's this? In the court records, he's listed as a white man. Well, it turns out the criminal system is lying. They always lie. This is an illegal immigrant from the Dominican Republic. He lied to get into Puerto Rico, then lied again to get into New York. Now, once he got to New York, he destroyed an entire family by stabbing them to death, including 2 small children, toddlers. But the prison system lists him as a white man because he doesn't have any ties to Africa. Now, I don't want to alarm you, but when the media and the legal system is lying to you, this is not a white man committing crimes. This is an illegal alien who's black and killing citizens of this country. Hey, could be your neighbor, could be your mom, could be your brother. Now, the question is, why would they lie about this? Hey, you figure it out. Now, is there an agenda to make these violent, illegal invaders seem less violent? Do they want you to think that they're not dangerous? Do they want you to stop preparing for the violent invaders? Well, I'm not sure. But if you're paying attention, millions of violent criminals are crossing the border, and they might possibly, theoretically, be here to kill you and take your stuff. Now listen, I get it. I might be way off, and they're totally peaceful, and they're just here to take your tax money for free housing and free medical care. Who knows? Maybe they're just women and children fleeing from political persecution. Okay, maybe. But I can tell you, if they are the bestest people that we are meant to believe, maybe they should stay in their own country and fix it. They're the best and brightest. Maybe they can succeed in their homeland and turn it into the Wakanda that they deserve. No, but seriously, not all migrants are bad people. I mean, my family migrated here. Now, sure, it was from France, and it was 100 years ago. But when they moved here, they changed their names to sound more American. And they learned the language. And they assimilated. And they started businesses. Now, my grandfather never graduated high school. But he was a goddamn genius. He engineered, built, and repaired airplane engines for the U.S. Army. He built a wire factory, and he turned it over to the war effort. He was a goddamn hero. There is an actual statue to him in his hometown. Now, I don't see these new invaders doing the same thing. Oh, but they'll certainly take free money and they'll shit over everything we believe in. Does that help us as a country? Not really. But once again, are all immigrants bad? No, of course not. That's a dumb thing to say. But wide open borders are a disaster. Now, a long time ago, my son, he asked me about this situation, and I explained it to him like this. Now, I told him a vanilla milkshake is delicious. However, if someone added a teaspoon of dog shit into it and mixed it really well, would you drink it? Well, he said no, obviously not. Now I said, what about if the milkshake was a 1-gallon milkshake and you could never tell there was any dog shit in it? Well, he still said no. I said, okay. Now, what about if the milkshake was 1,000 gallons and there's no way you could ever tell that it was contaminated? Well, he looked at me like I was an idiot, and he said, no, of course not. And he was holding strong to his answer. Now I said, okay, is there any amount of vanilla ice cream you could add to that milkshake that would make you want to drink it? Well, he thought for a minute, and he said, no. And of course, that was the obvious answer. But it made him think that no matter what happens, when you add a few criminal alien invaders, it never matters how many good people come after. The problem is still the same. The immigration problem is hopelessly corrupted, and it needs to be stopped immediately until you can guarantee that no dog shit gets across the border. Now, the fact that our government is lying just makes the problem worse. We might be fighting against two enemies. Oh, who knows? But when an illegal immigrant kills 4 people and they list him as a white guy, you might want to think about what's happening. Now, hey, you might not hear this story from any other news sources. I'm not surprised. But if you're shocked or surprised, go down there and follow me. You might want to hear the next story I got coming up. Now, if you're not surprised, hey, give me a thumbs up. Come on, I need the help. YouTube doesn't like this kind of stuff. So listen, I appreciate you listening this far. Have a great day. I'm going to see you soon with another story, and thank you so much.